What's up, you guys? It's Ali, your favorite eccentric slow mat. I thought I'd go live today, you guys, to take you with me as I walk the streets of Balat, and that is a beautiful mosque right there. Probably one of the oldest. But I thought I'd take you guys with me because Balat is known for its beautiful, colorful streets and rather than just tell you about it or take one or two photos, I thought you should walk with me and see how hilly it actually is. Probably sit in a little bit of a cafe, maybe, but looks like we might have on and off data issues, so you guys stay with me because it looks like it's going in and out. So I appreciate you guys. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty well. I'm gonna flip the camera. If you guys are new to my channel, I talk about all things travel here, um, my journey, my personal journey, and how you can do the same thing if you wish, and how to go about doing that. And so that's what I'm here doing. Focusing on women who like to travel. There's the stairs all the way down there, y'all. I have a picture of that already. But they have these little cafes. But anyway, I focus primarily on women, especially women over the age of 50, who are just getting into this game and wanting to. Isn't that cute? And wanting to, start this journey at this point in their life. I feel like I want to take a photo because that is really, really, really cute, you guys. Hold on. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way. They have bears everywhere. I don't know the significance of the bears, but they're everywhere. And then one of the other things you'll see a lot here, I feel like it's really old. There's a lot of interesting old architecture here as well. Like, look at this. This building, it actually is mosaic, something you'd think you'd see in Morocco. That's really weird and it's creepy. Here, I'm gonna take another photo. Un momento, you guys. If you are signing on, let me know where you're checking in from. Let me know where you're checking in from, you guys. On occasion, I will pop off and take. But they have very narrow. This is Balat. We are on the Sultanahmet side. So let you guys see a little bit. Some watches. Possible. But she got a restaurant. You guys can see some pricing here. Well, I'm gonna let you guys see down this street. You can't see from here, but it's very colorful. Down the street, a lot of little cafes. But welcome, 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 you guys. If you are just joining, let me know where you're checking in from. It's a cute little place. I feel like I've seen these before. Streets. All right, so it is actually in and out. I may sign off, but wanted to actually attempt to come online. This is cool. This is the Maya Cafe. The Maya Cafe. Ask Maya. And this is supposed to be a good cafe. It's cute. They've got gelato and all that good stuff here. We'll walk around a little bit more. And we'll come back and take I'll come back and take some photos. after I've allowed you guys to hang out with me for just a little bit. And no, I don't know where I'm going. I'm simply just walking around and exploring. One of the things that I say here so far since I've been in Istanbul is you don't need to know where you're going. You don't need to necessarily have purpose. You just need to go. That's all. You just need to go. Excuse me. That's the Taksim side across the water there. It's part of the river. You see all of these little shops. There's a tram, more cafes. Look at this building. So, a lot of places that have a little bit of history. And you can literally walk all the way here. I'm gonna cut up this little sidewalk. I think I'm supposed to cross the street, but I did not. Hey, you guys. Hey, hey, Marilyn from Arlington. Hello from Rwanda, by the way, by way of North Carolina. What's up, Rwanda in the building? So, y'all, I should cross over so you guys can see. Can you guys see that? The coast over there is beautiful. I was gonna come back in because I've walked through the other side so many times, and it looks the same when you're in there as opposed to when you're across the bay or river. It always looks so, amazing when you're on the other side. Hey, Miss Disney. Is that say Miss Disney? Oh, I've got so many friends. Are you offering to be a friend? You got a friend in me. So okay. Thought I could go to the right back in on to the pretty streets, but it is not allowing me to do that. So we're just walking along this way. Anyway, thank y'all for joining. I appreciate you guys' support. My channel. I'll see. Here's one of my friends. I don't have any goodies, buddy. I'm gonna tell you something. The cats own the city. And this is interesting. If you guys are from the East Coast or Chicago, this is a thing here. This is people putting their chairs for parking. This is something you think we only. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you. I know it might be hard, so I'm gonna try to go in on the streets and get off the main road. Let's see what's down here. So that's what this little area is known for. It's kind of historical, colorful streets, cafes, restaurants, the architecture, all of that. It's like a cute, I used to live in the shop. Yeah, Maryland, isn't that what we used to do? You lived in the city. It's a cute little cafe shop. But if you lived in the city, you absolutely put your chair in the middle of the road. So they're doing a little work over here. But this is one of the streets that has the colorful houses. Now, of course, it does not look as grand as you see in the pictures. But y'all know we all edit these photos. You know this. You know this, man. Anyway, I won't stay on long. I don't know if it's going in and out. I don't know if you guys can hear me well because the wind is blowing just a little bit. This is a cute little cafe. I might come back to this one. So that's kind of life, is walk the streets, see if you can find a cafe or a dog. He's cute. That's his space. He's in his space minding his business. Anyway. So yeah, I don't know a lot of history about Balat. I just know that it's one of the spots everybody tells you not to miss. You got to see it, the colorful streets, and I'm just gonna be the first to tell you. I'm gonna keep it real. It's cute. It's really hilly, so you do have to. Oh, look at this dude. He is on the roof, y'all, like a cat. That is hilarious. Hold on. Let me see if y'all can see the dog up there on the roof. Can y'all see the dog? Okay, he's past me. Okay. Watch some of my other videos, you guys, because one of the things I talk about is their robust public transportation system. That's where the tram is. You'll also see buses going by. They also have metro, subway stations, ferries. They also have water taxis. So there's some of what people talk about, the colorful houses. Y'all see that? Thank you, S. Valentine, for letting me know. I know it's a little windy now, a little bit windier, so I'm sure the sound may not be as great. But anyway, this is one of the areas that everybody tells you the most famous symbol of Balat is the rainbow colored wooden houses. Over the years, those lovely houses have become the #1 tourist attraction in the area. Only one shown. I can't see that. What it says. Shown Ray? Thank you. You've been following me since Tanzania. Thank you so much. It makes me feel so elated. Yeah, I will show you some. Hey Al, I will show you some of the pictures that I took. I'm trying to make this quick right. Let me flip it. Because my shirt was making up for the colorfulness that we were missing. So you can see some of the colorful houses. Those are wooden. But in certain areas that they're either just painted over. Cement. I already passed the stairs and it was really crowded, so I didn't go up. It was crowded enough for me. And it's not even crowded like the other side. But yeah, it's a really old area. And you kind of just walk around and, you know, see what you like, see what fits your fancy. It has that Cuba color, Miami color feel to it. I think I'm just in any part of the city area, not necessarily the touristy area, but it's like this in most of a lot of Istanbul. But then there's so much of Istanbul that is like brand new. Y'all, this is how they do their garbage. So amazing. Step on it, pop it in. This is a very hilly place. Ooh, that looks like an interesting street. So we are going to let the vehicles pass, cross, and they both going in reverse. It's like the weirdest driving ever. Okay, so when people say like colorful, basically this is it. Look at this guy. Hey, buddy. So you basically get to see the different types of stores. You see this like on all sides, all the bread stores, the stores with the drinks and the liquor style. I think I am out of the more of the touristy area, but they are well known for all of their pastries. They have rice pudding, they have bread, they have the simit, uh, gelato ice cream is a big thing, the corn and the chestnut. Yesterday, I had amazing, surprisingly amazing mussels. And you guys know I don't eat meat or fish, but I did partake, and they were amazing. It was on the street food. It was actually really good. So this looks like a cheese shop. He looked like he want to go backwards, so we're gonna let him go backwards, and they do that. So they have cheese and eggs there. Oh, one of the other cool dishes that they have here, you guys, is kunefe, which is like a cheese and dessert. Making me hungry. It's actually, they have really good food, which is why I have, in the last 3 months, pounded it on. Okay, so we're gonna cross over. We're gonna cross over, and I feel like this is an older area. I'm trying to be respectful of the kiddos. This is like one of those older areas. It's not as you know, filled with people, but it's more local. But you guys know on my channel, you get to see everything. You see the good, the bad, the colorful. Here's a colorful little store and sidewalk. And I mean, literally it could pop up anywhere. So it's a cute little cafe. And they've colored the sidewalk. So you see little pop-up things like that. Some of the buildings are beautifully colored buildings. But yeah, I didn't actually look on the map. I was actually with my friend from Brazil. She had been over here already, but she had to go, and so I just decided to go live and take you guys with me. And I didn't have any of the streets or anything mapped out, so pardon me. I apologize for not having a set plan, which tends to be my normal mode. I feel like I'm in an area I ain't supposed to be in. This always happens. When we don't make a left, and we don't get back to the main road. I see a police car, so you know. And what I mean by that is you know how sometimes you end up in areas and you can't get out because all the streets like end in a dead end. Or it's so local, they like, you lost? Yeah, kind of, you know. But everybody that I have encountered so far is super nice. I haven't had any issues. So like I said, we just walking until we find our way out. And then what I'm going to do, you guys, because I do need to pull up my map and I did not bring my second phone with me. But what I'm going to do is take some more photos and do some editing and let you guys see that. But there's the water there. That's always a good sign. There's an out. And then we'll also talk about the culture. Not today. Not right now. But we'll talk about the culture in a little bit. Because I know a lot of people were concerned about the attire. Whether or not, you know, it's very conservative and if it's super strict. And obviously it's not. Because, well, it doesn't mean. Just because I don't have anything on. But I think you've seen they're not fully covered in the burqa and all of that stuff. Istanbul will surprise you. All of Istanbul will surprise you. At least, you know, places outside of 300-year-old villages. You'd be very surprised. So I'm going to provide an update on that type of stuff. What to wear, cost, because I was super surprised with the cost. And I think what I will tell you is for 100% people overgeneralize when they talk about Istanbul. They just say it as if it's just one monolith of a city, and it is not. I'm gonna break Istanbul into 4 parts, and there's probably 6, but I'm gonna break it into 4, and I'm gonna give you a synopsis of all 4 because I feel like you need to know all. You need to know about all of them. In order to better assess which area is right for you to visit, because they're all different. Different in their own way, different price points as well. But yeah, I'm gonna let you guys see it's a little like any other place. They have little spots in the city where it's historical. You have little historical things. As you see the girl who walks by me, she has a hijab on, and as you'll see, other people who walk by that do not have on any. Let's see. Oh, these look wooden, but it's a hotel, it says. Let's go up and around. It is a very open, flowing, walking country, Turkey. I've been to 3 cities, and I feel like Istanbul is 6 cities in and of itself. So if you're gonna come, be prepared to be wowed, and didn't seem like there's much, and I don't want to keep going up. Be prepared to be wowed, and also wowed in a surprise way, and wow in a who the funky kind of way, right? So anyway, I'm going to go this right down this street. But I'm gonna let you guys see. This is one of their old cars. And if you go to the museum, you'll actually see all of those types of cars. They actually was in a museum when I was in Italia that they actually had it. And I'm sure they have them in museums here. And they have a name. It's really popular, but it's a car that you see people still driving down the street, and they're old. They're like 75 couples. I don't know. But here, I'm going to flip it, you guys, because the seaside is beautiful. Okay, I'm going to cross over. We're going to cross. Because if I don't, I'll never get over. All right. So there's also a boardwalk down there that you can walk on. But see how beautiful? One of the bridges. This is the university here. So we're probably closer to like between Finner and Balat area. But this is Istanbul. All right, so that wasn't the full walk that I wanted. Hey Charles. Charles, you can't see. Can you guys see my screen? Can you guys see? Let me know. Can you see this? Okay, so I think in Balat there's literally only one area, and that was the area I was in before I took photos. But like I said, it was crowded. It's easy to get here because you can just jump on the tram. Oh, that's not a walkway, that's the tramway. And it takes a few minutes from where I am. And I'll be here a few more days, so I may go back another time. I'm going to try to head over to the mosque circle area. And there's a building. I don't know what they call it because it's not a mosque, it's not a church, but it's called a cistern. I think it was a church at one point in time. But anyway, I want to check it out. It looks amazing. I might not make it today, but so I'm just going to explore a little bit and let you guys see it while I explore. Thank you guys. Oh, that's the other thing I want to show you. They also have hop on, hop off buses. So if you've only got a couple of days and you want to hit the spots that everybody says are the spots to go to, you can hop on one of those. If you don't have time to walk, that building there is the Balat Tower. Then you've got the bridges. More bridges that way. There's the infamous tram that is getting more full because it is probably close to 5 o'clock. Lots of people use the tram. There's over 50 people here, and they with you guys. So we're gonna walk along the pier. I'm gonna take you guys with me for just a little bit. Do video with Lucy again. Marilyn, we will. She was with me earlier and had to leave to teach, and she's only got a couple more days. So she is. We were gonna try to do something today. I'm gonna flip it off of me. I'm sorry. We were gonna try to do something today, but we got a late start, and she had class to teach, and she wants to see some things I've already seen. So with that in mind, she went her way, I went mine. But we plan on doing a couple more videos together before she heads out. Sometimes it'll lag, however, not too long. Remember, international at times. You look like the mom in the BMF series. I look like the mom. What's the BMF series? I don't get to watch television like talk about like etiquette. It just doesn't really exist in these places. What's BMF? Boys Mom? I don't watch US TV unless it's like Netflix, and it's only one show I watch, which is SWAT. So I don't get to see much of anything, nor do I know what you guys are talking about. Thank you, Marilyn. I must be missing some questions. I'm gonna flip it so you guys can see. You guys know this is my favorite part of town. Anywhere I go, I love the boats. You guys guys know this, and you know this, man. So you can come right here and walk up to the bridge. I'm actually going to cross over. I think I'm just going to walk through. There's one of the mosques, you guys. I don't know if y'all can see that from here. Let me zoom here. That's one of them. That's not even the blue mosque. That's the one that's just right off the river. It has a name, but I don't remember. And then there's like two more over here. There's all the seagulls. All these seagulls. Y'all see them? So the pictures with the birds are real. Thanks, Charles, for letting us know your religious preference. Appreciate it. Alright, let's hurry up and get across the street here before I get electrocuted. Y'all know they used to tell us that if you walk on the train tracks, you'll get electrocuted. I don't know if that's the case because I always see people walking on them. So anyway, that's a tramway for that side. We're gonna cross over. Actually, I want to be down there. I'm gonna cross the street. Yeah, you're too much fun and informative. I hadn't thought about Istanbul. Very interesting. I'm being negative. Sorry, enjoy your trip. I know the or true colors. I don't know what you're being negative about, Charles. I have no idea the innuendos. We say what we say what we mean, we talk clear. We don't talk in circles unless, I'm standing in front of police. And then we're mindful. So I'm not sure what I missed. If there's something you said that I missed. But yeah. We don't like negativity either, but we like honesty. So if there's something you want to partake, please feel free to do so. It's an open space as long as it's not vulgar and disrespectful. All right, y'all. So I'm about to cross the street and get rocking and rolling. Maybe decide if I'm going to go back to the area over here to see if there's anything else I want to see. And yeah, Marilyn, I'm glad that the videos are inspiring you to potentially consider a different area that you may not have considered before. Hey, Eliza from Ireland. What's up? Welcome back. It's been a few days since I was on, and I was trying to walk through the Balat area, but I think I missed some of the things. Nice weather there, similar to here today. Yeah, it's warming up. It does get really cold at night, especially by the water. Charles, you said they. Okay. I don't know. All right. Unfortunately, you can't message me what you're thinking, Charles. So I don't know, my friend. But thank you. Thank you for sharing. I am going to make my way, like I said, around this bend and check out another area. What do you do in your free time? This is my free time. I explore the cities that I visit, especially if there is great weather, or at least halfway reasonable weather. I explore so that I can report back to you guys and let you know if this is a place that I don't really tell you or suggest whether or not you should go to a place. I try to put as much information out there through my walks for the most part, and in that way you can kind of determine on your own, because I truly and sincerely believe that we're not all alike. We literally don't like all the same things. Financial is different. Even if we have the same amount of money to spend, how we want to spend it is usually different. It's like, there's a lot, and there's a lot to know. I'm gonna flip it. So this is the bridge, one of the bridges. We're gonna cross the street here, and yes, the cars will look like they're going to hit you. What I did learn in Turkey from other people is, why do we think we're aggressive drivers in the States? They're very aggressive here. And someone said it's because they never want someone else to get in front of them. even if they're not necessarily, I don't know. It's like, even if it doesn't have to be aggressive, they aggressively drive and don't let people in front. And it's the same thing when you're walking down the street. They kind of rev. They rev their engines. And, they do it to everybody. So, is it ever possible to settle in one place after being a global traveler? You know what? We are going to find out. But I think so, because I've met walking under the underpass. So if I lose you guys, stay with me. Don't leave me. I'm just going to walk underneath and go to the other side. But yes, I think the answer is yes. I am going to be a living proof of that, because I'm not going to do this forever. I do want a home base. Actually, that's what I'm out doing right now, is walking around so that I can actually find that home base, and with the purpose of wanting to get somewhere and sit long enough. Sorry, you guys. Sit long enough to be able to explore the areas that. See, there's always a break. There is always a break. So this is one of those areas where you'll think that it's not really made for pedestrians. If you see little striped lines, that's usually the safest places to cross, especially if you're timid. If you're not, just make it happen. Thank you. And some people will stop for you. Thank you. Stop honking your horn. I'm usually not prepared for people to actually wait and let you cross, so I wasn't even looking at the driver. And you see, just there was this much gap between him and the car in front, and the car behind him was just going wild, honking the horn. Like, what you gonna miss? It's like 2.2 seconds. Feel like being in a major city, and it is. There's 15 million people here. This is Istanbul. I'm in Istanbul, Turkey. Thank you, Eliza. Hey, Will. Fresh G. Eliza, in some countries, the traffic has the right of way rather than the pedestrian. Yes. Even here, we are not given the comfort. If you're not crossing when that green man is flashing, you are traveling at your own risk. So I'm gonna cross between the crosswalks. I'm gonna push the button. So I can cross. technically, because there's no cars coming. But like I said, you do it at your own risk. And see, there's nothing coming, so we'll mosey right on along. So if you're good, it's just like crossing anywhere. Uh, but if you're uncomfortable, follow the guidelines. Right? It's like follow the yellow brick road. When the yellow brick road tells you to cross. Okay, so back to the question: can you ever settle down after you've been traveling for a long time? I think so. I think, though, there are also people who are built and meant to be forever travelers. And that is their life. There are some. I personally am going to travel for the rest of my life. But even now, I want to put a bag down. I want to drop a bag so that I can hit a few more places that I right now don't believe that I'd want to stay long term, but I don't want to carry all my things to find out. So I'm that kind of traveler. I want a base, 6 months to a year base, and then move around from there. Let me know if that's what you mean, or if you mean like completely, if you're thinking of it in Western term, because the buy the house, the picket fence. Okay, let me see. I'm going to jump up, you guys. I see a lot of people in the USA living in trucks or cars that can't be easily, especially the weather over in US. Depends on which city, which state you're in. There are some places like Texas doesn't get super cold, but it can get super hot. And some cities are cooler than the others. So I think one of the things that I admire about people who do that is if they also incorporate the mentality of truly being mobile and moving where they need to be in order to survive. Because some people living in cars and trucks, that's the thing. The van, the minivan, that people are converting over to homes. If I could find, when I find the area that I want to be in. All right, so I'm going to take you guys down this little side street since y'all still with me. So we're on the other side. And there's shopping and stuff over here. But when I find the area, the city, state, whatever, country that I want to be in, I wholeheartedly, you can get fragrances made, I wholeheartedly, I don't know what my point is. I want to settle down, basically, and possibly even get a car and fit it for 2 people and move around. I've seen those families. Yeah, these are what the streets look like in the movie. Oh, look at the candy. Isn't that cute? They eat a lot of candy here. So this is the crystal. I think this is menthol. It's really good if you have sinuses. It might just be sugar. Not quite sure. So they have these cool little tunnel thingies. But what was I saying? Yeah, I was saying I've followed people on YouTube who have, they take their whole family with them on boats. Some people are living on boats, have been for the last 4 or 5 years. All right, you guys, this is what Turkish Delight is. This is what Turkish Delight looks like. Merhaba. And all the places have the same thing. And then the dried goods, the nuts, the spices, all of that. So anyway, I follow some people who take their entire families. The ones I'm so intrigued about are the ones on buses. Not buses, I'm sorry, boats. And they've been living on boats. I follow this one couple that started sailing. Ooh, I almost fell down the street, y'all. Started sailing and had a baby while they were sailing. So this is like sometimes where the locals come. So this is a mosque, and people go in to pray here. I don't know if it's one of the ones that's open. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me go down. Istanbul, she's in Turkey. What city is this? Yeah, my header, I think my title just says Balat. So you would have to actually type 5 letters in your Google to know where Balat is. It's the call of prayer, so please hold. You can hookah. Look at this. All the little pubs for the hookah shop. But they have a little bit of everything. All right, so we're coming out more where a lot of locals are. See how walkable it is? I could have jumped on a tram, but why do that? Coming up to the really big mosque as well. And cafeterias. All right, let me stop so I can answer you guys' questions. That's the summit, and everybody has that. Okay, I see a lot of people in the USA living there. Okay, have you been to a mosque? Yes, I have. Are non-Muslim people welcome to go in there? Yes, they are. Just wondering, you're expected to cover your head. So let me explain it a little bit better. Oh, look at this guy. All their dogs are like strays. Well, not all. Some are owned. But those big dogs are tagged. That means the government has tagged them. They've given them their shots. I think they are neutered so they can track them. But they are some of the sweetest dogs. I've only seen one that was really aggressive, but he wasn't aggressive. Well, he was aggressive to some people walking by, and I was like, oh, he's had some altercations with some people before. So, oh wait, the police officer is waving. All right, waving the people on. We're gonna continue through the busy street. So let me explain the mosque thing to you guys. The way it works is you can go inside the courtyard. Let me know if you guys can hear me or if I should wait until the call of prayer is over. I can wait until the call of prayer is over. And this goes on forever. So we're going to cut through here. When people come here and they do their shopping on these back streets, locals and tourists and expats. And there's somebody behind me. He is rolling fast. Just want to make sure he don't roll over my feet. Okay, all right, so we're back on the main road. It's a little bit less hectic here. Okay, so with the mosques, yes, anybody can enter. So the way their mosques are made, y'all, is one of the most unbelievable. Hold on, let me get down here because I feel like the brightness is throwing it off. But can you guys hear me? Get to the bottom of the comments. So we're right by a speaker. So I'm gonna wait and I'll flip it so you guys can at least see the street. So this is another thing we're gonna have: chestnuts. Chestnuts. Oh wait. What is it? Chestnuts on an open fire. Roasted chestnuts. I don't even remember. But yeah. So they do chestnuts here. This is the fish sandwich, the infamous fish sandwich that I'm gonna have with Lucy. This is the bread. This is like my favorite shop. Ooh, I be getting in trouble. I got like 3 breads at the house. We're gonna walk through here so you guys can see this little spice area. It's like part of the Egypt Bazaar as well as part of the spice market with olives, eggs, just treats, and yes, they ride motorcycles, bikes. If they could get a car in here, they would put a car in here. Yes. All right, y'all, I'm gonna catch up with your questions as soon as I get through because I can grab a quick seat. But look at this is one of the mosques. When I tell y'all, they know how to build some stuff. I have never, and even when you go inside, unbelievable. There are 5, and there's something over there smoking. So I live on that side. Actually closer down here now. I used to stay way up there, but no longer. So I'm gonna come over on this side so you guys can actually see the mosque while I run my mouth and explain how the mosque works. So whether you are a believer or a non-believer, you can enter the mosque, except during actual prayer church times. Okay, so I think they are deliberately singing louder because they know you are on. Listen, I swear to God, I say that every time. And it, call to prayer is the same time every day, every single day. But I swear there was a time change because I thought it was 12 and then they did it at 1 and I was like, is it 12 and 1? Anyway, and I always seem to be like standing right underneath the thing, but you can hear pretty much anywhere. And because they have so many mosques, and the reason they have so many, I just would speculate, it's because there's 15 million people here. And when you go inside one, you understand how it's made, right? First of all, just a beautiful building, specifically on the outside and how they made it. I don't even understand why, all of these different things. So basically, when you walk, you can walk in. I can actually walk in with my camera on. It's a courtyard. So you first walk into a courtyard and everybody is welcome. You don't have to be covered or anything for the courtyard. Oh, and there's the I Love Istanbul sign there. But anyway, you walk in first and there's, like I said, a courtyard. Sometimes there's other rooms. Sometimes there's a museum as well. And there's a wash station. Now, this is the intriguing part. The wash stations that are outside, I primarily see men use. They wash their feet and their hands. And I think that is their way of purifying and cleaning themselves before they go in, whereas women's heads are covered before they go in. And then you can enter into the mosque. Now, if it's prayer like regular church times, it is not open to the public. Otherwise, I've been in 3 mosques since I've been here, maybe 4. Yeah, I think I've been in 4 mosques in the time that I've been here, including the blue mosque, which is not blue. The pictures y'all see are enhanced. It is not blue. At night, this mosque right here, it looks actually blue. The blue mosque don't look blue, even on the inside. Like I thought, like all the stained glass was gonna be blue and stuff. No, it looks just like the mosque that's behind me. And so, anyway, I have not been in Hagia Sophia. I will give you guys a little tip for those of you on here. I will do something separate as well, but all the mosques are free except Hagia Sophia. Even the brand new mosque on the other side, on the Asian side, the brand new one is free. So, yes, when you enter into the mosque, the actual prayer area, you do have to have your head covered. They do have coverings if you do not have something. If you've got a hoodie on, that is sufficient. You can put the hoodie on your head, but it has to remain on out of respect. This is their culture, so we respect it. And then you can remove it when you step out, but you do not need the head covering on in the courtyard area. You can take pictures, video. You can take pictures inside the mosque. The only times they forbid it is if there's something going on, and they tell you no photos. They have security there. They speak good enough English. You know if you can or cannot. Okay. The architecture is absolutely amazing. It's crazy. Okay, don't take your life for granted. I'm retired in my. Okay, hold on. Let me go back up some. Hold on, y'all. What's up, everybody? Let me know where you guys are watching from, please. All right, let me see where I'm going. I'm gonna try to say hi to everybody that I miss. Okay. Hey, Larkeisha. Ingram. Do a lot of people speak English? Enough. And what I mean by enough, I mean they speak enough English for you to understand, and you have your Google Translate. For those who are only going to be here for a short time and you are not going to get a tour guide, download Turkish on Google Translate before you get here so you can use it when you're offline if you don't want to get a SIM card or your phone is not equipped with eSIM. I'm going to flip it so you guys can see. I'm not that interesting. I'll let you guys see the streets. Let you see these streets. These streets. What was I going to say? Yes, and so, especially in the touristy areas, there's usually one or two people on the staff that speak well enough English that can assist you with your orders. If you are, this is one of the things that I want to say, and it became more profound with the time that. Oh, you guys are getting a full view of my face. Okay, sorry, y'all. Given that I am living with a Brazilian for the last couple of weeks, somebody that I met here in a hostel, we ended up deciding to get an apartment together. She is an English teacher. Native language is Portuguese. She's Brazilian, like I mentioned, and I've learned quite a few things, especially as it pertains to people who speak English as a second language but have been speaking it for a long time, and then and those who teach. And she is a teacher. She's an instructor. She's been teaching for like 10 years, and she's known or been speaking English for 20 years. And even still, I haven't been really focused on learning a lot of Portuguese because it would have been great in February when I went to Cabo, but I'm not practicing it right now. I've learned a few things here and there just listening to her talk in Portuguese, but I have a true respect for people who attempt to teach English, and I'm going to do a separate video, probably maybe even with her, to talk about why we need to give grace to people who do not speak languages as their first language, including, those of us who are English speakers who decide to learn another language, because there's so many nuances to it, and so I can respect, anybody who is at least trying. But yes, they do speak English. Some of them do not. But I mean, it's pretty easy. I go to places and you can use your hand. You can point to things. This little girl walked up to our table. She spoke straight Turkish, but she put her hands on the chair, and that meant to me she was asking could she take the chair if we were using the chair. And I told her, I actually said seemed like yes in Portuguese, but because that's the last country I was in before Turkey, and she understood the nod on my head, right? I mean, you learn how to communicate. Now, I'm not saying that's gonna work when you go and try to do something legal. You trying to buy property? No, you need a translator. You need an English speaking or whatever your native language is attorney. someone to help you out. Do not go by hand gestures because I've also been in places where, this means something other than, touching is something means something different. But in terms of just moving around, I've been here almost 3 months, 3 different places. I've got along fine. And when it doesn't work out and I don't feel like pulling out my translator, because that's all I got to do is pull out my translator, they still may not get it, but there's a million words a lot of times that equal what you're trying to say. It helps you broaden and expand your vocabulary, because sometimes there are words that just do not exist in other places, especially the way we use it. Like is used for everything. Like is good, bad, up, down, high, this, that. I mean, we use like as ands, as thes, as ofs, as bees, as befores, and they don't use those types of words. They also, many countries don't use every letter. So I just, give grace, guys. Sorry about that, you guys. It just went out. Most of the people who work in areas where there's a lot of tourists would love to just sit and talk with you. I'm telling you, they've got a few minutes, they are going to hold a conversation with you because it's an opportunity for them to practice. Take the opportunity. Learn a little bit. Learn about the culture. You'll learn why it's so hard when we talk to other people and they say things like dat, because TH is not a compound letter structure in almost every other language speaking. TH is, so when they say the words this, that, the, it's the, this, that, So I just, let's afford people grace. Okay, anyway. All right, so I'm sorry, y'all. Let me go back up. I got off track just by that. Thank you, Larkish, for asking that question. I meant to go back to the USA and settle in one place forevermore, but I think you are too flamboyant a character for a boring Yeah, US is not necessarily my forever home choice, but you never know what's happening here in the world. So I'm keeping my blue passport because I earned it. But I would love to settle down somewhere else, but with the intention of being able to be mobile and move around and all those good things, right? But thank you for noticing. Thank you, Marilyn, for asking everybody to hit those buttons. I appreciate you guys so much. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button, and you enjoy coming on here and watching me talk about different things and walk these streets, please click it. Click the notification bell. You guys leave comments. Watch for 15 minutes. Help me get my hours. And all of that stuff. If you guys, I have a video to post in my BTS community that shows I am up to almost 1.3 views, literally almost 1 million new views this year alone, and additional over 4,000 new subscribers in the last 4 weeks. No, I'm lying. It's end of May, so last 2 months. Since March 28th until now. So I guess a month and a half. I don't know, 2 months, something like that. I'm assuming that I am providing the content that you guys want to see. So if there's something more that I can do to keep you guys coming back more and more, please let me know. All right, so I'm from North Carolina. It's hot here, but I live in New York. Brooklyn is still cold here some days. I want to travel for a year so I can see where I want to live for good, off the grid, homestead living. Girl, let's chat. That sounds amazing. Enjoy your life and love fun as often as you can. I know this sound well in New York City. Which sound? Is that the call to prayer? Y'all got that? NYC, are you talking about all these, the honking of the horn? The first time I heard the call of prayer was in Indonesia. Yeah. Okay. So interestingly, I'm glad you said eerily, because it's one of those things that some people love it. In every place you've been, or every place I've been, I'm sorry, the call to prayer is different. So even in Africa, it's different. It sounds different, and it depends on who they got up there. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Everybody can't sing. I'm just playing. I'm so serious though. So it sounds different sometimes. Sometimes it's music to your ears. Other times you like, somebody must be sick. I can have fun with it. And when you meet people, everybody is like, everybody's like not really stern, but they are communities. Europe is one of those places where you'll find a lot of people who just don't outwardly smile. They don't walk around with a smile on their face, but they are like funny people and they like to have a good time and all of that. You just got to get to know people. That's cool. They do that for the dogs. Yes, they do. The cats, there's food everywhere. People buy houses and put them on the street. Most of them are strays. And I don't think they do pets like we do in the States, but everywhere I've been since Greece, even Italy, cats are a huge thing. You'll see them everywhere, and they eat good. No food goes to waste. I don't think they have garbage issues like we do in the U.S. I don't know about other countries because they throw out all their scraps on the street. They put them in plates and bowls and stuff. Cats eat. The dogs eat. These animals do not go hungry out here. Is it in India or Colombia? Hey, Professor Felipe, don't take your life for granted. Get out to see all the beauties in the world. Change your mindset. Yes, yes, yes. Ali, I think they're deliberately getting louder. Architect is beautiful. That's a very good recent video with you, Lucy. Thank you so much. Actually, we recorded one for her channel too that I am going to post as well. I recorded from a different view. She actually interviewed me. She wanted her students to, she wants to use me as training for her students. Apparently I speak clear English. And yes, I slowed down for her, for her video, I think, a little bit. Where are you? I am in Turkey. Whenever I travel, I look forward to talking with the locals and learning always. Yes, Marilyn. Marilyn, do you have any trips coming up here soon? Somebody's on here, Ranatsin and Faruza. You guys, I don't know what you're saying. I'm sorry. But thank you for joining. I don't have a translator. One of it looks like Russian. Let me know where you guys are watching from. Faruza. Yes, that looks like some European language. Not quite sure. I don't know if it's Albanian or something. Anyway, I appreciate you guys checking in with me. I am not where I had planned on being, but being here for you guys is more than important enough for me. And as you guys can see, there's another mosque there. I mean, they're all over. I don't know if you guys can see across the way. There is the white mosque on the other side. See that big, beautiful building over there? That's the newest mosque in Turkey. That's on the Asian side. Stay tuned to some of my videos. I'm going to show you guys some of the Asian side. We visited a little bit more yesterday, walked around and all of that. So more to come. All right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. Looks like, I don't know if my live restarted or not. It's only showing 10 minutes, but I know I'm here over an hour. So I'm going to get off. I appreciate you guys as usual. Stay, watch a while, invite some friends to stay and watch a while, and check back often. I'm gonna go live again, share some other videos, and I'll talk with you guys soon. You guys know the drill. Doodles and noodles. Peace and hair grease by Marilyn. Thank you so much for monitoring, being the monitor of the monitors. I appreciate you so much. So much I want to share with you guys as well. See all the different cultures, all the different walks of life. Everybody is respected. That's one of the things. Before I go, let me just tell you this. They respect everybody, whether you practice Muslim belief or not, whether you are secular, whether you don't believe at all. I talked to someone from Turkish and he's like, I don't believe at all. And he's just as welcome as anyone else. No one looks at anyone who's covered. No one looks at anyone who's not. When you're on the Taksim side, where it's like more the clubs and stuff like that, people walk around really scantily dressed. Nobody says anything. It's truly a mix. Everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. So they even have Catholicism, like Catholic churches and stuff here. They walk around, they show affection, even those who are covered. Y'all, it's so I'm gonna do a video on the misnomers, the things that you were told that may not be entirely accurate. All right, y'all, so I'm gonna get out of here for real this time. Bye. Toodles and noodles, peace and air grease.